Hey folks, it's Lindsey Helms with SPS back in the building. If you look over my shoulder, you see that familiar raven that is. I'm over at Old Redford Academy, a great place to be. But I'm also introducing the new superintendent, Miss Laura Frey-Greathouse, superintendent of Old Redford School District. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, meeting you in a great place in the gym. This gym is getting a lot of attention because of the great run that your program is going on with Coach Ray Reeves playing, for a state championship. But we'd love to make an introduction and find out who Miss Greathouse is and talk about your vision here at Old Redford Academy.
Sure. So my name's Laura Frey-Greathouse. I started here back in April. I have been in the Detroit area for most of my career, actually, and when I was recruited to apply for Old Redford, I knew it was a great opportunity to come in to an existing established district and really try to bring them back to their former glory.
Sure.
So I accepted the challenge, and I've loved every minute of it.
That's great. Talk about your background being in this area. Just what's your familiarity when it comes to hearing about Benedictine, now Old Redford, hearing all the great things that the team was doing. So when you came in April, you guys were headed to the Breslin?
Yes.
Okay.
It was right towards the end of the season when I started.
They picked a good time to call you, didn't they?
They sure did. One of my first acts was making sure that we had a bus, to take the students to the game.
Which is important. I mean, those type of things are connected, and so you had to get on the ground with that. Talk about being an urban educator, if we can even refer to you as that, or 21st century educator. Talk about that.
So I think from when I first started teaching in Detroit back in 23 years ago, education has changed a lot.
Sure.
But what has not changed is that students are still students, and what motivates them is still structure and routines and solid programming and the sense of belonging and good relationships with adults. So regardless of what our world looks like, those things are still important for our students.
How do you describe what your fingerprints are once you touch a school, touch a district, and have your influence on it?
I think one of the things that I'm really good at is building those structures that make a school successful. Not only do the students want consistency, so do the staff. So that making sure that everyone that I am working with is supported. I think also communication. I want everyone to know what's going on and be really transparent about the issues we're facing, but then also our successes.
Yeah, because a lot of times people in leadership or authority can say they put a hold on it, let's hold back, and they kind of piecemeal, but you say, no, we want to be transparent.
No, I've actually started sharing data with our families around our attendance, around our parent-teacher conference attendance, because I want them to know what we're working on and how they can help be a partner.
That's important. I was going to ask also, what message do you have for individuals that talks about why the Old Redford School District is a great place for their students to be?
I think it's because we're smaller. I really appreciate our smaller class sizes. Our students don't get lost. When our students are in the high school, I can go talk to the assistant principal, Mr. Hurd or Mr. Reeves, in his role during the day, and everyone knows all the kids. So anytime issues come up with students, we're able to address them because we have relationships with the students. So even when I'm standing in the hallway, they know who I am. They speak to me, I speak to them. It's a really nice environment.
Sure. I've had a history. I've been an educator. I've been in schools, worked in many different capacities, and I know how challenging it can be, especially on a Monday, and as Johnny was tripping on Friday.
Correct.
What gets you up? What gets you going? Come in on Monday mornings and then get through the week.
I think it's the same thing with the students as the adults. Every single day is a new day. We cannot hold over what happened to someone the previous day because we don't know what they faced before they walked in the door.
It made you mad. They cut up. Can you believe what the student or the adult did? Can you? But the nerve. And it's on social media too.
So the thing that I try to impart with our staff is that we're dealing with children's brains. So while they look like they're 30 years old, their brain is completely still underdeveloped.
Right.
So they don't have the executive functioning that we might expect them to have.
Sure.
So working with that in mind, that it is our job to work with them and teach them how the appropriate way to be is.
Well, I appreciate that. That's a great lesson for me because I'm going to say, you know what, their executive functioning isn't working right now, so give them a pass. Well, I do want to commend you for the job that you do. When professionals are in your role, you clearly have a skill set that's transferable, and you could be anywhere, but
Yep.
you choose to be here.
Yes.
With the time we have, is there any message you want to give, whether it's to the student body, to the parents, to the community about Old Redford Academy?
I'm loving my time in Old Redford. There is traditionally a history of superintendents not staying very long in urban settings. And I'm proud to say that's not me, and that's not what I want to be. I want to be here long term and establish, a successful program.
Right. Well, we appreciate you coming in and sharing with us. I'm looking forward to some great success. I want to sit down with your basketball coach, Ray Reeves. I want to
Yes.
sit down with some of your players as well, and all of them represented really well, just as you is. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank
With
you.
that being said, guys, this is Lindsay Allison with SPS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Thank you.
Getting ready to take flight.